what year was it? When were you born?
When was I born? I was born in Hope, Idaho, 1911. August 21st, 1911. Leave that out.
What are you named after?
I was named after the state of Idaho and a lake.
So what's your full name?
I've even forgot my whole name. What is my name? Ida Ponderay.
Ida Ponderay.
Well, I must have come to Oklahoma in 1913, and I came on a train.
Did you ever ride on a covered wagon?
One time, but we were just visiting from Oklahoma to Missouri, and we fixed us a covered wagon there at home, and we took that covered wagon and drove all the way from Oklahoma to Missouri.
How long did that take?
I don't know, but I do remember stopping on the road, and we'd cook, and eat and sleep, then get up and take off next day.
Wow.
And it must have took us a week to get up there, because it was a long way to go.
Was it, do you remember it being scary or fun? What did you think about traveling in a covered wagon?
What did I think about being scared of?
Well, what did you think about it? So you've been on a train before, but you'd never been on a covered wagon. So was it fun or scary, or what did you think about it?
Well, what I remember about it, it was fun. I enjoyed it. Of course, the kid like to say I wasn't very old. Can't remember for sure just how old, but I wasn't too old. I might have been 8 years old, somewhere around there. Just where a kid don't realize what.
That it could be
And
scary.
I guess there wasn't danger maybe the way we were going. There could have been animals or something, but I don't remember just how the route went. But it was fun at that time, but I wouldn't be now.
Yeah. About going to school.
Well, I'm not too sure how old I was when I started to school. We lived way back in the woods, and we had to walk for miles. It seemed like miles to me through the woods to get to our school. So I may have been over age. Like maybe they have ages to put you in school. I was probably older than that because the way we had to go. But it seemed to me like we'd leave home before daylight, and it'd be dark when we get home in the wintertime because it was so far on. But anyway, we had good teachers, and we had a good school.
Where was your school?
Etta, Oklahoma. Was our first, just a one-room house, one-room building.
One-room building. And what year, you don't know what year you started?
I can't remember what
Yeah.
year, how many years I went there. We moved then and went on someplace else. So,
What did you wear to school?
what did I wear at school? I wore high-top shoes, laced up or buttoned up. We used to have a button hook we carried to button our shoes with. Long socks, and we had long underwear. And we had black bloomers pulled up over our long handles, we call them. And I wore a dress, long sleeves, something up around my neck always. I still love that.
Did you wear a bonnet?
We had wagon caps.
Wagon
We
cap.
just pull a cap on her head and go on. We might have had a scarf cut around her neck. Stuff like that, and we usually had a good warm coat. We didn't get cold. We had good warm coats usually.
What did you take to eat?
You mean what kind of a lunch at school? It was probably a biscuit with good old homemade jelly between the biscuit, or a scrambled egg, maybe a baked sweet potato, And I can't remember what else. But anyway, that was part of our lunch. I remember.
How did you wrap it up? You didn't have paper bags. Did you take it in a handkerchief or?
Probably just put it down in a little brown bag. We had little brown bags.
Oh, you did have brown bags.
Just put in those little brown bags.
Okay.
What did it look like in
We
your
just
school?
had one room and one big stove set right in the middle of the schoolhouse. Yeah, the room and all. Let's see, it was from the pre-primary to the 8th grade, I guess, went through there. But, and most of them were little Indians. So I was raised in that Indian country, Indians all around us, and we had lots of little Indian kids in our room. And like I said, for our punishments, we did have to, if we did something wrong or we didn't come up with our homework, we got in trouble. And they'd put a ring on the blackboard, and you might have to stand on your tiptoes with your nose up in that ring for so long for punishment.
Did you ever get in trouble?
Well, that time I got in trouble was the only time when I didn't spell. Didn't get my spelling. Sister and little forehead. And the story was three little sisters. Or they had 3 eyes in her. 3 eyes, little 3 eyes. And anyway.
So did you have air conditioning in your school?
Why?
You didn't have any air conditioning. You just had the stove for heat.
Yeah, I just had one stove. And for our drinking water, we had a big old, they called it some kind of a drinking can. It must help 5 gallon or something. Well, we had to drink out of that water, same water all day long. Came through a spigot. And you carried your drinking cup, those little cups you squeezed together. Everybody had the drinking cup and drink. Of course, that water, got warm during the day. But that's our drinking water. And our outside potties was a hillside. The girls had one hillside and the boys had a hillside. One day a boy he got out, and well, I tell you how they knew that who was out. You put a book in the door. If that book was in that door, you didn't go out the door because there was somebody up on the hill. And there was a guy up there on the hill one day, and a billy goat got after him and ran him clear to the house with his pants down, and here he come in the door, and pants below his knees. That billy goat buttoned him. That's the funniest thing that ever happened in school.
Oh gosh, that's great.
Find it?
I'll find it.
What did we do with the paper?
It's right behind this chair.
No, I put it away for sure.
Yeah, we put it for you right there.
Right here.
Okay.
And
Hang on.
wings, just swings you don't swing in. And we played marble, hopscotch, and just made up a lot of games. And I can't remember all the little game. We played ball. Oh yeah, we all played ball. And just stuff like that, just outdoor stuff. Well, you couldn't play it in the house no way, but it was fun for us to do. Oh yeah, I said I'd always love her. I don't remember if she, I guess, was my first teacher, and I had her for quite a few years there. She was Miss Myrtle. Miss Myrtle, I don't remember her last name.
How did she
And
get
she
to school?
rode to school on a horse. And that poor old horse had to stand there all day. I guess I ate water, food, or anything, but that's the way she got. And she boarded out somebody. They would let the school teachers live with them, during the school years. They had boards with them. So it was different then to what it is now.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Spelling. I'll say that.
Yeah, I know you went to the bathroom out on the hill, but you told me there's some kind of system with a book. That way you knew someone was going to the bathroom. You told me that a few years ago.
She started to say that earlier.
You didn't get a going up, I mean, to where I knew, so the rest of the children in there would know that there was somebody out there. Had gone to the potty. You didn't go out that door for there was a book on the door. So that's the way we knew there was somebody out there.
What if it was snowing?
Huh?
What if it was cold outside?
It didn't matter. If you had to go, you had to go.
Did you have toilet paper? No toilet paper?
Probably didn't, but you know, I don't remember about that. Probably carried a newspaper and well, I don't remember any toilet paper or that. Maybe we used a leaf. Oil lights. I know when Judy was born.
So you would have been 31 years old before you got electricity.
Yeah.
And how did it change your life when you got electricity?
Well, I sat up a little bit longer maybe at night. Maybe we could read or we could write letters or do things, maybe sew. And where we actually would go to bed early when we didn't have electricity. We could have everything to see by.
And in 1969, when the man landed on the moon, or man went to the moon, do you remember that?
Oh yes.
What did you think about that?
Well, we had we were at church, and we were all, and Brother Shin lets church out early, so he wanted everybody to be sure they saw it. Boy, we hurried home, and Clinton and Patsy and the kids were here. They came home with us because it's closer. And we all ran out on the porch and stood right there on the porch and watched that. Little old David, he said, a man can't walk on that moon. He said, it's not big enough. I'll never forget that. He was just a little bitty thing. But that's where we stood out there on the porch and watched it.
Wow. When you became a Christian?
Well, actually, I was at home by myself. I will always say that's where the Lord found me. I had been under conviction for a long time. We were having a revival in the church, in the schoolhouse there at Wagon. Well, I guess I don't think I was going, or maybe I didn't have any way to go. But you know, I got under conviction, and I know the Lord was calling me. I knew there's something.